Hi there, Chrissy here, and I'm going to show you how to make this set of cards quickly and easily. So first thing you want to do is you want to secure down the front panel of your card and then secure down the stencil that you're going to use. Now I have some DecoFoil gel and I'm just going and placing it on using a palette knife. Palette knives are pretty inexpensive. There's cheap plastic ones as well that are about $1. You want to go ahead and put it on nice and thin and then let it dry for at least an hour. I did this 4 different times and I kind of positioned my stencil all over the place. I did each corner. Then I decided on the foil that I was going to use, and I just trimmed out that foil to go ahead and fit across that panel. Now, if you end up with some transfer gel in a spot that you don't want, you can remove it using the square rubber adhesive remover. It will get rid of it. So you just place it in parchment paper and you run it through the laminator. I only have to run it through my laminator one time, and this is the result I get. I love the fact that it's kind of distressed. I did that intentionally. I did not use the entire stencil, as you can see. So each one is different in its own way. So now I'm just going to stamp some cute little images. I am using the Lawn Fawn Out of This World stamp set. And I should mention too that the DecoFoil, the foil that I used iridescent, lapis watercolor, summer rainbow, and rainbow. So I just went and I used my Misty stamping tool for this. You do not have to have one. You can use any acrylic block. It was just easier for me. I like using the Misty when I'm doing multiple cards at once. It does make it go a lot faster. So I stamped everything in Versamark ink. And then I'm covering it with white embossing powder, and I'm going to use my heat gun to activate it. So here is a tip, and this is huge. You need to do the lamination first when you run it through your laminator before you go and heat and put your embossing powder on there. If you try to stamp first and put your embossing powder on and then color everything and then run it through the laminator, after you've stenciled and everything, your sentiment and image are going to smear because your laminator is going to reheat the sentiment and the embossing powder, and it's just going to pull it through your machine. So don't do that. Make sure that you do it in the steps first where you're putting the stencil, then the laminator, wait for everything to dry, blah, 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 and then do the embossing powder. So I used some Spectrum Noir metallic pencils to color everything in. And now, honestly, to make it easy, I'm using the DecoFoil foam adhesive. I just cut it to match the panel of my card, so that way I didn't have to put a bunch of foam squares on there. Everything lays nice and flat. And now I'm just mounting each one to the back of a piece of white cardstock. This is just going to kind of frame everything when I place it on my card panel. I love having multiple layers, and the foam makes it pop so nice. And if I wanted to make it even thicker, I could do that too. See, there you go. Now each one has its own little layer. It's framed. It's nice and shimmery. I used a shimmering pearl cardstock. I just thought it went well with the space theme, so everything is nice and shimmery. We've got the foil, we've got the metallic pencils. Super easy, super fast. I hope you'll give this a try. Make sure you follow us on Facebook. Thanks. Have a great day.